Hello, I am Xarkun, and this is World of Warships Legends. Today we're going to go over the major highlights for the patch notes for the 2021 Winter Holiday Update. Small disclaimer though, Wargaming sends the community contributors an advanced draft of the patch notes, so some details that I talk about here might not exactly match the patch notes that get published today. You can, of course, find a link to those patch notes in the description. Now, you might have already seen the teaser trailer, which revealed Minotaur, Lion, and Colbert were coming to the game. And I'm here to tell you that they are coming in this update. But the way they're being put into the game is a little different from what you might expect. And there are a couple of interesting surprises in store for this update as well. There's also a ton to cover, so let's get to it. First up, we have the next campaign called Theseus's Bane, for which the legendary tier cruiser Minotaur is the top prize. The campaign has 130 milestones and runs for 6 weeks, so it's a long campaign, and it's unique since this is the first campaign to feature a legendary tier ship as its reward, which I think is great, considering it will surely take less time to complete a campaign than it would to complete a bureau project. It's also probably a sign that the legendary tier ships won't be confined solely to the bureau moving forward. After all, we got Stalingrad for GXP and now Minotaur as a campaign ship. But this particular legendary ship, the Minotaur, is, of course, a British cruiser with a insanely high DPM and no high explosive shells, only armor-piercing shells with highly improved penetration angles. Minotaur also possesses a powerful anti-aircraft suite and the option to switch out its smokescreen generator consumable for radar, much like the Edinburgh at Tier 7. Unlike Edinburgh, however, Minotaur has no armor and can be deleted very easily indeed. Still, it will be a powerful ship that will hopefully spice up legendary tier gameplay a bit. Oh, and if you're wondering about the price of the Admiralty backing, considering this is a legendary tier ship, it's still the same 2,500 doubloons that you would be paying if the campaign reward ship were a tier 7, so at least that's nice. Moving on, we will see the return of legendary tier rentals. All legendary tier ships, that is Alaska, Shimakaze, Grossa Kurfürst, Khabarovsk, Gearing, Worcester, Yamato Conqueror, Montana, Colbert, and Stalingrad, will be available for rental. And once rented, the ship will stay in your port until the end of the update. Note, though, that not all of these ships will be available to rent at the start of the update. Instead, only a select few will be available at the start. The rest will become available in the later weeks of the update. In order to rent one of these ships, you will have to purchase a bundle in the store for 2 million credits. I'm not crazy about new, inexperienced players being able to rent legendary tier ships. After all, it doesn't really take too long or too much effort to earn 2 million credits in this game, but I am excited that the legendary tier French cruiser Colbert will be available for rent, along with all of the legendaries we know and love. Evidently, Colbert is being brought to the game as a rental in order so that Wargaming can acquire some data before releasing it fully into the game. Colbert, for those of you who may not know anything about it, is essentially a French version of the USS Atlanta, only up-tiered to legendary. So it's a light cruiser, like the Minotaur. Next up, though, we see the return of a temporary in-game currency that you earn for playing missions, redeeming first win bonuses, finishing the campaign early, or playing the new season of Arena, which we will discuss in a little bit. The currency is called Winter Coins, and you will need 25,000 of them if you want to buy the premium Tier 7 British battleship HMS Lion. Lion is essentially a fantasy version of what the King George might have looked like if you gave it better armor and 16-inch guns. I believe it also has the British Super Heel, and I'm sure its high explosive is quite nasty. Note that even though the Lion ostensibly sells for this free in-game currency, you're probably still going to have to spend some amount of money to get enough of that currency if you want to buy it. Although you can probably grind out the vast majority required for purchasing the Lion simply by playing the game, and there will of course be other things to spend the currency on. But continuing on with the new content, we've got a crap ton of cosmetics coming to the game. First up is a totally new type of cosmetic content, Commander Guises. These change the appearance of non-event commanders and include the following visual effects: a signal flare when you use the ship's horn, colorful tracers for main battery shells, and fireworks when a legendary skill is activated. In order to obtain these guises, you have to buy them from the store for winter coins. Next, we've got a crap ton of winter-themed camouflages for all kinds of tech tree ships, the high-tier ones being Vanguard, Fletcher, Implacable, and Hipper. And finally, we will see another batch of historical permanent camos added for a number of Japanese, British, and Soviet ships. Full details on those lists, of course, are in the patch notes. Moving on to a handful of other important tidbits, we will see the port change to a holiday-themed London harbor. There will be a special web event called Winter Gift Flurry that will dole out gifts and host a competition to become the best Warships Secret Santa by sending gifts to other players. More on this event will be announced in a future Wargaming blog post. We're also getting a holiday bureau project that yields festive perma-camos for some ships, also crates, credits, and the like. And finally, we will see the return of Secret Santa crates and Super Santa crates. You can get 14 Secret Santa crates for free by getting them as daily rewards from the store between December 20th and January 2nd, but you'll have to pay if you want more. The crates have the potential to drop premium ships from Tier 5 to Tier 7, including really rare ones like, wait for it, Jean Bart or Belfast. The guarantee system is also in place for these crates, meaning you are guaranteed to get a ship if you buy 40 crates. But note that the rare ships like Jean Bart and the others are not beholden to this guarantee system. If you buy 40 crates trying to get a rare ship, it's much more likely that you'll get a premium Tier 5 or something a lot less impressive. So, do not buy these crates because you want to get a rare ship like the Jean Bart. The patch notes even say you should not buy them with the intention of getting a rare ship. So that is literally Wargaming telling you not to do it, not just me. So don't do it for that reason. Be careful with these crates. Spend your money wisely. That is my advice to you. Changing gears entirely now, though, we have a few new arena mode seasons, all featuring legendary tier ships and the arms race mechanic. These will be 3 short seasons, and the first will begin on January 6th. And this might be a chance for those of you who don't enjoy playing the legendary tier, and I know there are many of you out there, to actually have fun with it in the context of the arena mode. Personally, I'm really looking forward to it. I like the arena mode, and I like arms race, and I assume it will be absolutely nuts with some of the most powerful ships in the game. But we're getting close to the end now, so I'm going to go over the rest of this as quickly as I can. 2 new premium ships are set for release, but neither of them are going to be on sale for doubloons. The first one is the Tier 4 Soviet cruiser Murmansk, which is a sister ship to the Omaha and Marblehead. It will be available for 6,250 steel. Yes, that's right, steel, in the forge on January 3rd. So now the Missouri is not the only steel ship. We'll be seeing the Murmansk, and it'll be a lot cheaper. Then we've got the Azuma returning as the next 750k Global XP ship, and that will appear in the second half of the update. Murmansk on January 3rd, Azuma in the second half of the update. There are a couple of ship nerfs and ship buffs. Notably, the Kansas's main battery reload time is reduced from 38 to 34 seconds. Minsk gets a major buff of having its upgraded main battery reload time reduced from 5.2 to 3.5 seconds. And I already enjoy playing the Minsk from time to time, so this will make it so much better, and I'm looking forward to that. And also, the Minsk's torpedoes, their range gets increased from 4 kilometers to 6 kilometers, and I think, honestly, that's pretty exciting. And then, notable nerf, the most powerful Tier 6 tech tree battleship Sinop gets its armor-piercing alpha nerfed from 12,950 to 12k even. Funnily enough, these patch notes say that the Sinop is not the most popular choice of Tier 6 battleships, which is astounding to me because it's arguably the best one, and you can argue with me about that in the comments if you want to, but it is. There is no other battleship at Tier 6 that is as heavily armored or hits quite as hard at closer ranges than the Sinop. But I guess the Sinop must be doing quite well on the spreadsheet if it's getting this nerf, even if the nerf is basically a slap on the wrist. Anyway, I digress. They're also changing the way plane squadrons from aircraft carriers spot things. Planes will no longer spot directly through islands, and they won't see ships behind smoke if they don't have a direct line of vision. So I guess that is a good thing. Other than that, though, there's only a minor list of sound changes and bug fixes that really aren't worth highlighting in detail. You can, of course, find the details in the patch notes if you want to see what those bug changes and minor fixes and sound things are. Definitely a meaty patch, though. Lots of content and a ton of information to cover. Let me know what your thoughts are on this update in the comment section. Be sure to give the video a like and consider subscribing before you go. And I think, honestly, that is all I have to say. So, I guess you can watch the rest of this battle play out if you so choose. And with that, I will see you next time. Oh wait, I should add that I believe this was my very, very first battle in the Strasbourg. So you are seeing my very first battle in that. Actually, I've died, so yeah. Okay, I think since I have sunk, it is definitely time to end this video on the patch notes. Let me know what you think in the comments. I will see you next time. Goodbye.